It's boy Zappa King, the Giant Robots, and welcome back to Super Robot Wars Alpha 2. Previously, everything likely regarding Go-Shogun has wrapped up, largely. And now, time to go to space! Synapse reports that Little Barm has just drifted into the Earth sphere, having destroyed the Advanced Federation unit sent to meet it. Given that those forces were supposed to be able to withstand a full-scale alien assault, it seems Little Barm is less an artificial moon and more of a gigantic battle station. The battle plan seems to be attack the moon first and then the colonies. It seems to indicate that Erica and the others failed to assassinate Oba. That would be why we must go to space! In fact, that's exactly why both ZEON factions and the Federation are combating the Barmians right now. Double fact, the bad guys are heading our way, proof that they see us as quite a threat. Time for some serious payback. Stage 49, Kitsudan Decision. So, in a slight adjustment to our squads, I've moved... Where is it? Crew 2 into the F-91. We're going to see if a delayed value will get us a small secret. Very small. Paragon, for his part, is impressed that we've all managed to survive the asteroid drop. The Four Lords are also feeling very confident, especially since Oban sticks to the plan. There will be several times the war power on their side. The number they've already got indicates that they're super serious, which is just great by Tetsuya's standing. Coming all the way to Earth just makes it that much easier to shoot. Kazuya thinks to Erica that if her plan had indeed failed, he will fight Oban himself. For the skill point, defeat or bring down the enemy squads to 6 or less in 4 turns. You know, like the last stage. Well, that shouldn't be hard. Oh, 1 second. Alright. Taurus doesn't have Excel, right? Does. Judo senses something, and he hopes it's just his imagination. Come up from the back. We'll just go all the way forward. Noted. 21. Now I know that was her, so... Goodbye. Dark Turn 3 has so many high power moves that require, like, no will. Hard. Those are easy to worry about. Come on. Boom. Maybe we'll get the smaller ones out of here. Nice. Oh. Okay.
ネルオールレンジ攻撃。
Alright. If that's the case, then boss. Beyond the boss. Good. Should be alright. Well, except their attack. Boss. That's fine. Oh. There we go. That's good. Now, well, there's a skill point, despite what I wanted to check. On turn for enemy, or when we fulfill the skill point, it's unmistakable that Haman is here. Our squad stare in amazement. Desmond informs the other lords that he has a plan and tells them all to pull back. And pull back to Little Barn. Apparently Haman's forces have been mistaken for some sort of reinforcement. After the enemy pull out, Haman explains to Judo that space is far too noisy for her to be sleeping on Axis. Aurora asks if she brought all this war power to attack the aliens. To which she replies that she can't just let the aliens attack the colonies. When Bright asks, she says that she's determined to do so apart from the Federation, at least until the Federation redoes its political structure. Bright tells her that our people intend to strike the aliens and not her forces. Though, if she insists on fighting, you'll have no choice but to respond in kind. Haman playfully wonders aloud what she should do. Judo reminds her that the two sides came to an understanding during the Balmar War. There's no other choice but to continue to fight. After a moment, she tells Judo to rest easy. She didn't come here to fight us. She's got much larger fish to fry than our squad as a representative of the Federation. Amuro realizes that she's talking about Char, and then compliments him on how perceptive he is. Perceptive enough to understand her feelings now. She accuses Char of trying to lead mankind to renewal while he himself is attempting to retreat from it. She finds this unfair, and Camille asks if she's offering to help overthrow Char? Hamon wouldn't mind that so much, saying that she cannot agree with Char's attempt to renew humanity by wrecking the Earth. On the other hand, it could be said that that's better than what the Federation is doing. She then asks us, would our squad have her? She says that if we do not accept, she'll sign an alliance with Char. Not quite a threat, but she notes with some amusement that it was partial to our people's doings in the Baltimore War that made her think this way and return from the asteroid belt to Earth. Now the reason why I stopped pushing buttons is so I don't fuck up my decision. Our decision is twofold. One, in the interest of time. And two, in the interest of not just secrets, but what the guide has actually followed as far as a path goes. Unfortunately, it does force my hand. Otherwise, I would have nothing to tell you folks, and that's not acceptable. Weird space between my fingers is itchy, and I don't understand why. Now, unfortunately, just inherently, nothing tells me which decision is which, so we bust out. Goggle. The first option is sign a truce with Haman, and the second option is reject her. We push truce. Yu doesn't take Bright's decision to accept Haman lightly, but Nanga points out that Bright made it despite having crossed swords with Haman many times before. Armor ends that while he understands Yu's feelings, doing nothing but fighting is not the road to peace. Every last piece of war power to oppose the ZEON and Barm is what we need right now. Camille points out that Haman isn't motivated by emotion. She should be trustworthy. Yu finally relents, and Bright requests permission to come aboard Haman's ship and plan for the upcoming battles. She agrees, saying that she is interested in seeing a few old faces herself, aka Judo. The guide has written this has mistranslated this name as Nani, but that's Nanai. Nanai wants to know what to do now that Haman has joined forces with the Alpha numbers. Should she send forces to try to capture Axis after the aliens are dealt with? He tells her there's no need to be fixated on Axis, especially not when he's got Jovian nukes on his side. He seems determined to press forward with other plans and not dwell on Haman, so Nanai prepares to test that plan. Should it fail, it'd wreak even more damage. Oh, should it fall? It'd wreak more damage than Axis, and Nanai says that it could be a worse act than any one person has ever perpetrated before. Of course, he isn't planning on backing out now, and Nanai wants to know why everyone, including Dogati, has their souls so bound by the Earth's gravity. Char figures that humans may just be programmed that way. The Earth is rich and beautiful. Venturing from it... Venturing forth from it may just be some terrifying, despair-filled journey. Indeed, somebody may even have somehow instilled fear of leading the Earth into the bottom of human memory. And according to Char, somebody has to shoulder the burden of making all of mankind into new types and ending that fear. Nanai isn't so sure. She thinks Char has made up a plan just to get back at Amuro, saying that Amuro is a man who mistakes gentleness for one of the new type's weapons. He figures although a woman could forgive Amuro that, Char himself can't. The author has also noted a couple of huh? As in Nanai's reasoning is what the fuck? This makes Char stop and wonder if that's why Lala tried to reach Amuro's heart back then. And he tells the puzzled Nanai that this really means is that Amuro and he are too much alike, and therefore naturally hate each other.
しかし、人類全体をニュータイプにするためには、誰かがその業を背負わなければならない。
Lagrange 1. Hamon greets Judo for the first time since the conference during the Balmar War. Judo starts for thanking her for protecting Lena when she was injured at Axis. She tells him that no thanks are necessary. Lena belonged by her side anyway. She then informs Bright of Axis' strength, 48 battleships and around 3,600 mobile suits. This is less than Senop expected, and Hamon notes that the ongoing strife with Jupiter is to blame. Word to her. This surprises Bright, who thought that Hamon's forces were still at standoff with ZEON. She replies that while the ZEON and Jupiter formed an alliance, Dogani seems to have its own schemes and his own ways of carrying them out, separate from Char. That said, the two Sarts aren't yet antagonizing each other. Both share a common goal after all, making the Earth into a dead world. Given that Axis is out of the picture, our people all expect this to come in the form of a massive nuclear strike. Hamon notes sourly that Char seems to be in ever more of a hurry to find his answer after making himself the enemy after the Balmar War. It's almost comical. She notes that she's not the only one opposed to what Char and Dogani are up to, and tells Bera that she's got someone for her to meet. And because we fulfilled the conditions, this is Doral Rona. Bera is surprised to see him here, and he tells her that she can laugh at him if she wants. He's now neither the leader of the Crossbone Vanguard or even the head of the Rona house. He's lost everything with the death of his father, Iron Mask, and left the Crossbone Vanguard of his own will. He's smart enough to realize that now is not the time for political debate when aliens are attacking and all this other crap going on. Besides, the nobility are supposed to be the sword and shield of the people in times of trouble. But Zabid and Jireh found out what he was up to beforehand, and, well, that was that. He reminds Barrett that he was merely adopted to the Rona household. Thus, now that he's lost everything, he wants to try find his own ideals as a single warrior. Kincaid is glad to see Durrell finally free of Iron Mask's curse, and tell Barrett that he'll help out. It's the one and only thing left for him to do. Synapse tells Hamon that our squad are planning a pinpoint strike to take out Olban, the leader of Little Bomb. Hamon plans to shield the colonies and sneak around to provide us reinforcements. Aro makes sure that, once more, that he can trust her, and she repeats that he should be able to understand how she feels, not as fellow new types, but as fellow victims of the betrayal by a certain person. Armor thinks about this for a moment, then smiles and admits they do seem to have something in common now. Hamon too smiles, saying that Char wants to settle things with Amuro, but not if she settles it first. More or less, whoever lives through this mess will get to check out Char, and Hamon gives us a few mobile suits and nuclear missiles to help out. She is confident that we'll figure out how to use them as more than mere weapons. After the conference is over, the Purus and four find Hamon. She recognizes them as fugitives from Glenny's new type research program at the Murasame laboratory. Puru tells Hamon not to use her sisters in battle, and Puru too tells her that she's aware that her sisters are aboard the Black Quiblies. Hamon then asks them what they're fighting for, and when Puru falters, Four answers that there are no children who will have to be born as tools of war, as war is eliminating war itself. Haman digests this, pointing out that to end the fighting, power is needed. And Haman definitely gave the girls power. However, she hasn't interfered with their hearts. In short, their reason for fighting is the same as the rest of our squad. She smiles and tells them, Judo's little sisters, not to die, lest their Quebblies also be sad. So we get 2 propellant tanks, 2 cartridges, 2 repair kits, super repair kit shit that we're not using, and the Dobin Wolf. Unfortunately, I did not have the requisite 30 kills per Puru, so I don't get 2 mass-produced Quebblies. I mean, it's something I could have done over time, I just didn't. Once again, it's me not looking at the goddamn secrets page first. We're gonna have this problem in Robot Wars 30. So, before we scamper off, let's see if we can't find them based upon not being in squads. Doro Rona. That's not the menu I want. This here. Not squad, we'll go by level. Doro Rona. Let me get over to the proper page because I didn't set myself up for this. But this is a short save, so we can take this extra time. Doro Rona has Axel gain focus, alert, spirit, and valor. Her spells support attack, support defense, sword cut, and commander aura. Has evasion plus 10% as the squad leader bonus. Comes with a Burga Dallas. Probably a mobile suit. We might switch that mobile suit to someone, but I doubt it. Probably not. Then over here, no, that's Torres. Where's Haman? Oh wait, no, Haman doesn't join immediately, does she? She joins after 52. Okay, so we got Doro Rona. And that's that. Alright, cool. Once again, our squads are fucked up for the next stage, but it's time for magnets. Good night, Space Lords.